When I was teaching university grad classes in motor development to in-service teachers, some of them quite seasoned, I felt that about 10% of my role was asking my students questions to help guide our discussions of the content that we were focused on, and about 90% of my role was to inspire them to inquire and ask questions. My final exam after 15 weeks together was fairly standard about the content we covered, but sometimes for this one particular course, my grad students were challenged in their final exam to use that content to determine what questions needed to be asked, to elevate the importance of the motor domain of learning and nurture forward-thinking change in policy and practice. It was very challenging for them, and it probably felt unusual to be graded on the quality of the questions they asked rather than on their answers. So how does building inquiry skills apply to early education and young learners? Well, incorporating thoughtful questions in teaching practice at any level helps build communication and thinking skills. Shared thinking and mutual conversation build relationships, and so students, including children, can be encouraged to think thoughts about thoughts and things, and express ideas and explore what if. And the serve and the volley or the shared back and forth between adult and child just become implied and expected. Grown-ups participate in shared thinking by asking open-ended questions that start a conversation. And that enables a child to provide more detailed responses than just yes or no answers. By asking predictive or personalized or what-if questions, we enable a child to think more deeply and share their unique perspective and ideas based on their experiences. Open-ended questions encourage a child's curiosity and creative expression and enables them to explain and describe or analyze. And our thoughtful inquiry provides a model of examples for children, prompting them to not only share information, but to seek it and to ask their questions. A really good resource for you is the book, Big Questions for Young Minds, Extending Children's Thinking by Janis, Strasser, and Mufson, Bresson. It's an easy read and it contains lots of practical application examples. Plus on NAEYC's website, there are great resources on how to ask better questions. Probably listening to children's answers is as important as asking brain-building questions. And I learned that by an embarrassing example. When I first started incorporating Choosy into our on-campus learning labs for young children at WVU, I introduced him as a red heart in high-top red sneakers. Made sense to me. I thought that image represented our active learning and health promotion approach. But I soon learned that some of the boys in our after-school programs thought that he was yucky because he looked like a Valentine. Of course, I should have asked the children what Choosy should look like and why. So we asked children in 50 preschool and early elementary classrooms, and we had quite a few celery stalks and carrots with sneakers, but some ideas were really creative. But in general, Choosy needed to be a strong hero, maybe with a mask and glasses, sometimes with a cape. And he needed to be friendly and not scary, maybe with antenna and funny ears. My dear friend and colleague, Carrie McKenzie, in 2002 sketched the very first Choosy image. It was child approved, and this image was moved on to a graphic artist to be refined into the image that's now been shared with children and families in every area of the country and in other countries as well. It's amazing what we can learn from children when we ask them what if or to explain why. So thoughtful questions build shared communication, shared thinking, and shared inquiry skills. And inquiring minds really do want to know.